Wadi nada Roma na watch for asanso akwapro ababetu yen bi mama Kumasi online TV, Friends of Ken TV and a Thick TV ashofo nyina akwa abashonko enfembra platform yi so make sure say onya subscribe ya obe subscribe e dey ama me be share video ama oni bi no no so share e dey ama obi fofo na jumedi enso dey se ne dan ne dan nyina ye no me tuja e wo hanim say no na won so woto dey e dey afa comment section ase e dey ama me ensem ne dey abusua bebre na ena ndede ya mababa tina fidie man say no me dey ebe som over the weekend. In fact yanti asem de yo my Ghana je say ba ne ndwom tuo mu ade wodi mu tinti mankasa wotume bonjom na ndie youngest ni je ho emrewe ni je ho kokore ni je ho mofre ni je ho ni ade yi na yeda de lumba wada ni benkum so ya abusua enye asem ketwa kora matina fidie man say no me pensem ni wuo ne ho nsensem nyina no ede amamsa so na MPP amanyokuo ne nso KWABENA Japan sabre ya menemo kase. According to Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan say KWABENA Japan young grateful papa ye be rewura honom nso ne atwetwe nkomo ede afa honom saso na sabre ya menemo kase de okopie mu oboku a chese kuro no adane abutu abusua enya asem keto shuku sa wo honom ne ade nyina no interior minister kra no ababe kasa sa senior high school sa wo honom nyina no yen shutting it down enam chese ntoko bi epeje ni musu na ebusua etututuo ni ade a chese ekoso wo honom no ensem de ebusua ende boko ho no ye be discuss ya ne saso na nkrofo mu wo honom anesefo ni ade a wo mo de nsem atodwade afa honom nyina no ye be ka ho asem hana ATP so the newspaper review no ebeba besom saso na mre ekonenim no ade a NPP communicators and the NDC communicators matonsa the afre wo mo a wo mo so beba be ka me ho wo fidiem hanim se na ebusua ya twetwe enkomo ede afade ekoso ewo oman Ghana enchekra no ade amema hana ATP akwa abashonko ede aba fidiem hanim se na minya ma na kwa be de na ebusua jese de mensa aka no mami empensemu emfa emmamwe Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan over the weekend no be PM wo Amstead KNUST. In fact na kama asede amanfo esifa boje ne so fans awoje ye ni ade no na enye asem ketwa krasa so na dadi lumba wono so eda ne bekum so on Saturday no eja kwamiye plus adaroma mene na mabe fontentan fidie so amikosha kwamiye plus na we post dadi lumba picture na wodi emoji bia to ase mi hu ya nam se cash kwamiye plus de be ma no ne hu ohu ankasa bekom no na chese bibi ekoso ebusua me ye minhwehwemu a na chese nti ya mensaka ne se dadi lumba ya de a we firimu na kwamiye plus kuro ya sa so kura be posti ye se dadi lumba ni wo no chesensem de ebigu ekira nkasa bade no mi hu a lot of videos ni ade na e kire so debi eja ba ni dadi lumba mi nu mienu ni di wa dance ye se papa ya bona ewuto abona nti ebia na de ye tete ni ade ka ewuto adane da nyina no wo mo bone ho nenso me ne na ma me kopie mu DL 106.3 ye onu ankasa ni FM station na me hu se wamye ete hono ma chese woti nisua nkasa ebusua enya sam keto asafso ena nebusua ne nso wo mo lawyer nso eteblim letter tetenten na de babontinti na ebekọ a na chese pam dadi lumba ada ni benkum so no am se nyame ya adoma next month ya de chese wo mo be candle night ede amano ewo independence square wa we ni je ho bia opese okọ honom no ede akwanya no ewo honom a obia ebetimi akopiem we honom. The date no 2nd of August 2025 enyumbre 6 p.m. ekosi 10 p.m. tunu apese okopiem we honom bia no it is allowed nyame aduma on the 2nd of August 2025 here Independence Square betumi akopiem we honom na eja wonso we pay we last respect ede amaye legend. In fact papa eba ne njom to mu a wabo adwuma why papa he has suffered said the amanfo looking up to him me when interview bi ano ne Kwame Eugene yeah say Kwame Eugene ka say ohia ni nshira na said you sifa bre ne ho ase ene Kwame Eugene ne nkrofo kra kasa ne hu nam say Ghana. In fact ba ne ndwom tuo ne mu dia ayade a chese legend ankasa ena Ghana fo nyina no yashre busua ni nyina se twedi ampo Nyankopon be hye wo mo den yenim se mrese no aya na emu oden banyame na de ma no aso ena eji Nyankopon hye busua nyina den wono nso a wo manige ne ho wo na wo mo do ne ni ade nyina no mu nyina nso monkafra sabre so amene mo kase ye busua MPP amanyoko na de cheni ade sebia no na wo mo den sem etudwa entokwa chese koso ewo ablekuma North rerun of election no eno ena ne MPP amanyoko ne de nsem bia babonti a wo mo ka kire ye mampeni na John Dramani Mahama se won hwe ye papa na sa entokwa ekoso ablekuma North ajes wo mo minority no wo ma pre akasa ho aso na wo mo nyan ye bibia emfamfa won so wo man hwe ye de na jese akwatia honom ne de Ghana nyina no eyade a ebeda ne ebutu nti se ye mampeni John Dramani Mahama empese Ghana beda ne ebutu dia ende na wontuturu mika na onkopie mu ewa ablekuma jese de ekosho nkrofo wo ye involve ewo beatings ni ade ekosho honum na wo mtotototo amanfo ano na enkrofo wo sefata se yede wo begina emra nanim nyina no yemfa wo nyina engina emra nanim na said minority no esifa reacted busua in fact ha adwen kakre san se yeti krom hanum say na 2016 election ntokwa kwosho 2020 election eno so ntokwa kwosho enam so amanfo efhire wo nkwa then MPP aban no anase then enne minority no wo mo nana wo mo wa be mu wo manye bibia amfa ho nti minim nenti a enne mmom no minority nani abede na ablekuma na hawa kumsi na yebo ne kakere wo mo de tuetuetuetue Ghana fo anu ada kura media budget eba wo mo work out adan ya chese wo say speaker of parliament Alban Bagbin emo mo kasa edefa entokwa ekoso ewo ablekuma North this woman man kasa fanfa ho dia ende na chese media budget ato force nde ba betudwa na nya dia wo mu beti na busua papa enkrofo epie komonte na so in as much as meti he me kase election violence yade ye ba ma ban wo so no mu ye more than that ma ban wo so no the people that even lost their life in pono MPP penny from the president to the then vice president and that bawumia be kama yenti na nyame ya dom no be mampeni a enkrofo agese wo mu wo mu sibrim hawa kumsi ne enkrofo agika hu wodo mu nyina be kwa akogina mbre ne so sata ma no ye vice president entokwani ade agese kosho ewo man Ghana mafo hwere wo mu nkwa wo mabusua mpo no ye then vice president bawumia wentumi ama merishe ebusua no kra de condolences ne so ade ne da ne ya mo kra mo de yenku obi ye sibrim kakra ne sibrim obi no mo de amosemo ntiase agese na kopie mo parliament house ebusua se wo mu di tuatua amafo aso a ene se wo mu di tuatua yes speaker of parliament na so ena me betema fidiem hanum say I think last week Thursday ekachirem say Interior Minister say enkrofo wo ye involved ewo basaya chese koso ewo ablekuma North no ya chimu mienu asa enkrofo ni na no ye hwe se ye du wo mo bekwa kogina mra nanim na mra no enu wo medi chese investigations ni ade eguso a ekoso na minim de minority MPP amanyoko minim de wo mo hwehwe na minim de wo mo ejide free chese ye mampeni John Dramani Mahama ho a ina smachas wo mababonti aba be kasa se investigation ni ade nyina no eguso a ekoso ne so still minority say wo monte free wo monte obi akura case chese de wo mo pe no enoa ena wo mo ebeye bi de bia me kam see sanka parliament house no se ndi dan tobi wo hono ma na goso wo mo numbers ne enhye nkura mi nhye dan ni made papa bia so kura wo mo parliament house wo mo de bia ne ya work out na de bia ya work out na ndi press conferences akese en wo mo sole a wo mo ye yempe dan tobi ne yesesa wo mo nyina no emfa wo mo emfa nkogum because wo mo on parliament house or they only come there to make noise, to come and then distract and then press conference upon press conference and ye unity wune na yesere ye minority for ni ye papa say ye mampeni John Dramani Mahama say hyehyɛ ye gu akwam interior minister so akasa say wo mo hwa say enkrofo a wo mo ye involved ewa ablekuma North ntokwa ekɔso wo honom na say sibrim anye sibrim ketu ekɔso wo honom no ye be chi wo mi na nti minority misremo a montami kuchu wankasa emfa mame ebusua mame mfa mo enko boko mede mo ko boko a kyese boko ntokwa ebusua hyase enye nne na minim ade kropotia kyese wo mo hwehwe minim de wo mo eje kyese afibia boko ho ntokwa afibia boko ho ntokwa yeti krom ha yenke bi nhemu ene ye mampeni ye nne John Dramani Mahama den time na kyese wo opposition wo beka kire Ghana fo nyina se MPP aban no ewo power ena ya na boko ho ntokwa ho nsensem no aya na epeja ni mu na NDC fo de wo mo wo power aya na sa ne mani nyina no enkoso nanso enne NDC aban no ena wo power nanso kyese ukopie mu oboko a enya asem ketoa ebusua ukopie mu oboko a enya easy kra boku senior high school ewo honom I think on Saturday any assist students ni bia kyese wo mo wo honom ni ade kwabrani ehuri wo mo wo no ekwachi abrantie begina ho ehwe twedi ampo nyankopon wani ma tametuo edi dim abrantie ya kyese sabre ya menemo kase abrantie no kura no ato nananom ewonsie do the same last week na Nrugu senior high school no so ho eno so emema mienu wo mo so the same thing ye bo wo mo to kyese sa emema mienu nyina no ehwere wo mo nkwa enkosi da ben ena diso bokunto kwanto kwani ade ne enkosi da ben na busua samtokwa ade chi ni ade sebia ekoso wo honom no ebe stope yenim se ye nanana na otumfuo ebe mu anachese wo mo hwe se yo beba ni ade but this thing I feel say politicians no wo mo politicize this whole boko entokwa no because say yen to me in one region yen to me enya won himi mienu a why then say MPP aban ba won beba beka different thing NDC aban so ba no won so ba beka different thing e de a kire ye me kai that time pa ebusua ene Sam George chesa Sam George ebusua ensama chesa brantie kan ye ena nanado dan kokufodo en wo mo kan na bogun togwa no ekoso ni ade en wo mo ntumi emfa security men ni fe nkogu honom na chesa wo mo ntumi stop wo enne na wa ban e wo so ne Sam George me bisa say dem pa ena boko ntokwa no moye ede afa ho minority leader boko horoma na wufri mi bisa wo so se ede bem pa ena moye ede afa boko ntokwa ho ana se ye mo fesa de chi ni ade se bia ye bete se ye kunwe ye bete se ye bo wetuo ye bete se ntokwa ni ade no koso honom even from research and answer from information ebusia ena me gada ye no ukopie mu oboko honoma Omunsama wo mo kan se ye mampeni John Dramani Mahama asojafo ni police fo odu omo akwakogu honom no wo mo mpam wo mu nyina mfamfiri honom wo mo pam wo mu nyina di firi honom a tese de kusasi and the mamprusis ebusua wo so wo mo de ntokwa be ginemu ankasa ne wo mo de ntokwa ne ginemu adi obedi nkunim no na saa nipa ne hene mbom aba be ye mam aba be ye ohene ewo boko this whole thing enya de ebeboa the number of soldiers ebusua ye de wo mo ko honom a wo mo hwere wo mo nkwa no enya asem ketwa yenja mo pemfa mam na kyese de bia no entokwa no enkoso sana inti sa wuti ho na wo hwepa se wunua obi atamtuo no de abo wunua na wunua ewu inti no muti ho no ma mo honam ye mo sen na kyese boku de bia na ye de curfew atom so de bia na ye de curfew atom so kyese weekend yi kura de busua na wo mo curfew mu obi ankɔhye dem obi ankoda is that what we are looking for ye mampeni John Dramani Mahama ye besere oye papa esukufo wo ho sabre ya menemo kase boku senior high ya shati school ne down nyame adoma agesti eda yenimia won omo wo form 3 no wo mo ba betro wo mo wasisisi ne ya shati school ne down ya pam school mo frani nyina so obia emese no onko ne maamene ne papa honom no ebrebe na mo frɛ ba benya ho no ma ba besua de aba betro wasi Education Minister edebe mpa na boko ntokwa ene ade nyina no eden ena mo ye de afa ho yentumi nya hwehan enkase yenja weja wo mo pedi ama wo mo na yenko mu kyese even some of the nurses impo no bu hon mo so on office Ashanti region ebi free Central region ebi free Greater Accra region na ebuso ya hwe wo mo nyina do makwa akogu boko so omo nkosha amanfo na ebekwa akwa chire no na ebusua ye dituo edima ya obi a wokoye anase wo baaye ya mampeni videos ne de ebusua ewo honom coming from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wo bie na no aka kire Ghana for say wono de wo ba bemu a aya na boko entokwa bi eni honom yenko na yenko tie John Dramani Mahama nsem no emra sesia.
Anytime the peace of Ghana will be disturbed, it is the MPP government that is in power. Recently, I've been hearing some things happening in Bawku that appear to be threatening to disturb the peace there. I just appeal to the people of Bawku area and all those who are stakeholders in what is happening there to exercise patience, exercise restraint. We know that there are some sinister hands who are trying to stoke the fires of ethnic conflict. They should not allow themselves to be provoked to violence. And so please, the people of Bawku area, I'm begging you, I'm pleading with you, remain calm, be restrained, don't resort to conflict. NDC is coming. When we come, we will make sure there's peace in Bawku and surrounding areas.
Yeah, Mahama, wona wa bemu. Papa Mahama, wona wa bemu. Said they now wo opposition na wo kasa boko. Emma wo munya rehwemu. And some interviews bi ko ebusua me hu ye. Na ensema wo ayitimemu form wo boko ho e kan se nentia ye former vice president Bawumia. Wo man to oba na famman is because sa boko ho ntokwa ne ade nyina no. Na wo no Bawumia ne enim hu bi ba said ye wo John Dramani Mahama. Wo ka se boko ho no mo hene ye ba ko pe. Na wo ba wo be make sure sa mdwe beba honom ne eno anti no wo de kokromoti no eto aba edema wonti senne se wakade a wo ba abemu ne ye ne sa pepepe ema wo mo na so this time ne de abusua ade cheni ade sebia na ntokwa ade cheni ade sebia na ntokwa na me se eba ne politicians as wo mo wa abemu a abusua mo mfa ncheme asenyansa na eni obi atirimu bas wo mo tie kire no mo opposition a that is when a wo hu ne sese binyansa no eye adwuma Sam George na no chokro da asembie ko wo bia ekra branti asembie be ko wo bia ekra branti the time a MPP aban woso said na Sam George ni asifa bede chese wo ya de chese ntokwa na ekoboko no wo ya de ya chechiri na na ado ne Bawumia kon se enam wo mo so ena ntokwa na ba ne so na aban ba ye ebusua entokwa ye pagya wo mu a chese 3 solid students women nyina no ahwere wo mu kwa miensa ni nyina no final year student na obi maami a wachema wo no bosoma kronyin yenya asam ketwa na ode ne ba ko school se ne ba nko sua de na kwa brane etumi ehuri wo esi school dan ni mu ekopie mu boys hostel akotwe kwa brane ba begina ho no mapegya tuo edie dibiri ma brantie ya abrantie ya to na nanom ewansie do na NDC amanyoko se de Sam George na wanu chokrodo wuntumi ma abonten emeka bibia emfanfa ho na wuntumi mbeka bibia emfanfa ho majority leader wonso wo free boko honom wonso wa shate yap wonso waka wanu atuma wonso wonka bibia emfa na se de ekoso honom na eye fa na de ekoso no mibisa se eye fa na ebusua yenko na yenko tie Sam George that time TV3 no tena ye na jese ndie na no weseweso na ni abede kasa na jese wo accuse MPP for na ne sase na wo mo so na jese ntokwei ekoso wo boko a wo kire se nti e mampani dada na nado no ntumi fa manfo nkogu honom na wo mo ko stop ntokwa ne yentie emra sesia.
What is the population of Bawku? Can't our intelligence wing, be it National Security, NIB, Signals Bureau, whatever, all the so-called, the armed force institutions we have, who terrorize citizens for no reason, they can't tell us, or they are telling us that they can't identify using intelligence who the kingpins are behind this thing to pick them up. So now our military cannot step into Bawku. And we say we have an army, and our commander-in-chief doesn't see that there's a problem here.
Yeah.
That you're commander-in-chief of the Ghanaian armed forces. And already there's a challenge with dollar power. I don't know if you know.
Sam George say na nyansa no ewo ho no mebra na mo wo opposition no ade na sa nyansa yasisi am wo power no say de na wo kire MPP aminde say wo mo nye na wo mo fenko stop ntokwa ekoso wo boko no ade na wo Sam George onko ye the same thing afi meje de say mahwefo mo betima se me kase se aban bi ana se political party bi ewo opposition a wo mo behave to say wiase mu nyansa nyina no eye wo mo mbom wo mo tiri mu na egu na so bra wo mbeba power say kim na nyansa nyina nyina no ayera e de afiri wo madwen ebia na ne MPP amanyokwe wo mo ye efa blekuma north ntokwaye kosuyo ebra no wo mo wo power no ye nyanyansani bia wo party ni mu a wo be weshi wo no mo hwere wo mo nkom abusuafo kwa condolences there be ye nyo bia sa na so enne na wo mo opposition no they are behaving as if say we asem nyansa nyina no eye wo mo mbom wo mo tirim na egu che ye mpevi we mfama wo mo na wo mo nko hia John Dramani Mahama kura enko kire ne se Mahama na nkasa mu no embese nantia nkopie mu ablekuma na nkrofo mo kodi bone wo honom no ye nche wo mo sa na ema ne de timemufo ye nhwohwo na de menti ase mpo ne se ebusua se aban na just wo mo ye bibia fama wo just say boku honom so sebio manu susimi na so ye nyanyansani bia wo honom a wo betena se adwen we hu ni se entokwa ne ade a chese ekoso hanom no amafo hwere wo mo nkwanti ye jai nyansani bia enu honom ana me de mi bi so nyansani bia enu ho why entokwa de papa ben pa na won tokwa mu na moku na mafubo amafutuo na ebi prepre bi na ebi hwere wo mo eye mo fe to even hear say yempa ma sojafo ni nyina mfemfiri ho ni yenja mo pemfama mo na munkunkum mo ho de wo bedi nkunim no na saa nipa no na hine take over. What is the sense in this? What is nyansa pa ebusia wo mu pa no yedan inti munuanom ne monamfofo nom ne mabusuafo a se bi wo mo hwere mo nkwa no. And the funny thing is ahimfofo mienu kura abusua enam wo mo so ajesasa ntokoi epeje ne mu wo boku for so many years wo sa wa hini ba kumpo apia ba abonti a wo no so eba be kasa bia wo beku bi ohini ni ahimfofo mienu nyina abusua wo mo to wo mu ba bio ena se bia chimifo na nyansa bia ne wo mu tirim no wo mo bom ne wo mu di sankwase asemi na wo bi de ne Bawku school se won ko hia de da wo menya daache papa na bra je se wo bra nyina no ne ba ne ntumi mbehwe no na se bi mon kwase antokwa yi aje se nyanse bi anim a mo prese wo bi be ba be ye ohene wo ho no minti no na matumi ahwe nyame anim atumi aku obi ba ya sei adwene ye adwuma wo boko ho de adwene na eda mutirim no eye adwuma because eto de bia busu amedwe ho amenti ase ahifufo mienu ya chese mo ku wo mo hui ahifufo mienu wo mo sode anopa inchiboma kese wo metwa otini ade ene etombra na ade ne wo madi edu awiya chese ene madua ni tuozafi ni ade ya bidi ama ne wadi edu anajo asefufu ene so ya woni sibrim ne ade ama no na sebi mu na nyansa bia ne mutirim na munya de mu bedi no monam na sebi chimie saa ede na eko eden eko entokwa no enfoso be mpa na ebenya de afiri mu enkrofo na moko ama wo mo no they are enjoying and innocent souls are losing their life. Innocent souls are losing their life. Yenya mo dan munka mo ha na Ghana for and solving from mamo because ebusu abokun tokwa enye nne na sha ase enye nne enunti na da bia meka se me hu se politician bi etiechie na se wo try so be politicizing na eye me ya no NDC aban bapa wa entokwakọ MPP bapa wa entokwakọ John Dramani Mahama beka che se sisi de boku bibia da phone che se obia de na kodi egu hono na afie ba ne sen nafi eba ne sen mekura meti ye yesi ye ohini ya wo muku no Ashanti region ni ena chese no so akwakọ fufa sa na ema we nyina no asan so di aba innocent people mbom no ena wo mo hwere wo mo nkwa Nesi ni bi ene Kwame Sifakan etwetwe enkomo ewo Peace FM ena wo kyere kwan ya chesentokwa ne hyase na owo adwuma mu na ne baketo aka ne ho na wo so otam ne ba no wo mu dwane chese wo ka wo hawo ne amane chese wo mu fem wo honom na even as at the time a wo sirempo se anka wo mu hwe na de yen transfer no kura mpo no enfem free boko honom no ne ende oso ofiri Ashanti region na nka e bia yen fa ne mbra back to Ashanti region na wo kokokokokwa yesi yen transfer wo ne en transfer wo china chese wo mu tinisuo esre ye mampeni se sa bredie wo mu ne wo mu mma wo mu nkwadansa ye mu chese wo mu ambeji wo mu a wo mu nim de adechi ebesi yenkwe na yenkotie nesi ni ne nsem emra sesia.
Good morning. Minim say enye so maybe say to say.
Amiadum patron say.
Nyamiadum divine selection. Na yenyane nte say moye nurses ewo Binduri Garu Pusiga ena Bawku enokre.
Patron.
Ade na ekoso.
Patron Wednesday no. They were dreaming. It's about 10 o'clock. Na me in charge. You couldn't be friend. Or can kusasi. A friend say you couldn't do kumasi offense. Na mobusi afana mobo kuni say I'm very retaliate. Into your friend area mama coffee. And another call so came. If you want to say no matter. Everybody should run home. Into a man so more vacating to a quite my normal neighbor. And I have seen short here taxi anyhow. And say a boboya and a pragia and a waha. And a tricycle and bicycle and a waha say. Yes, all there's not any means, no. Again, and take a home near Saka a coffee. Into a bath and so be Johnny. Nay, hope na any kind of the edimika and the echo. Do baby own a journal as tate. A papa, I never send me mano, a slam made back now, or in thin motor so. A coffee, mammy, na me true maker at the call. Anna, Beshefi. Still a true motor ya for waiting the 6 day. And up. And general, so you also now, and I am a papa 7. Almost starting to be a meeting by Chief Palace. Jingandi.
You're from saying?
Jingandi. The best thing of almost started. Genetic, I know genetic, intimate. I'm a farmer, Ben. Ni ikane yefika lungu ni bepi e kwaho baby ni fa bagani bi eba manamfutu wo chichichi na mbe kono ho nti ye kwa na so mutatu tutu na nti be wana watane tete kefi on ya kwa 2 o'clock nti enre ni mreno be 1 I was going to call back. Me call your call anything need to 30. So I said, what the form? Never a touring back out and I said, you didn't make out. Jana, you're afraid enough for no more. You know, if you are, we save on who yes, Anna, you did oh, come. They say too much, almost say. She said, come from Maka, Amayati. Some people say, a buying for security officers in every Kumuha. Now, what pulling every Kumuha, no money, other opponent, no, and fencing. And see, whom say, but buying say, any war for any money, waha. Most ring, I am ma. Any ma and a waha say, if you come one in your transfer, name breath feeling bedma. Now, who done it now back home. Now, honor if you from a year, a hard journey, about 2015, 10 good years.
Wow.
10 good years. You're not transferring all the Quania Savages to the Quania Regency.
Now, my nurses bear saying, and oh, hold
Maybe I say, no, yeah, bear 20. This water district. May carry now, my bear 50, not 50 plus.
Munina said, Moya Hoa, Moya Jamo.
Then I soundness. 2 regions, a dear Baha, Shanty region, and Western region, in a dear Baha, say 2015.
Ashanti region, Western region, Matran 10 years.
10 good years.
So 10 years here, Matran, meaning say, Bawku area, how generally, and Tan Andrew. Na, dear Hinambeka say, an worshipper.
We are no ship.
Na moya nurses, Dr. François.
Doctors from doctors no munya wa child hospital nursing your mu categories. Nti no mu ye child nti me praise before hospital na omu ye dwumonti omu de mu free head ekọ but in Ghana health service staff. In Ghana health service staff.
Na eno said doctors so ka ho.
Doctors omu ka ho but omu akoye child no omu ya under child.
Christian health.
Omu ti fa so edeko. By Ghana health service in the untimi nko ti so je transfer na say bibi sana na yesi ko school ti ya kwa ban after school no so 7.5 into the director no come so time so this time no so na be mo akọ
says ya curfew aba no omudi so
omudi so because na amboka no movie around to be a movie out
enti and now be kwa adwuma
passion na yanko adwuma be no ko adwuma because en kwane kaya ho ye kaya wo fedia kaya man be jom wo fi na kaya ko but they say ho wa yen free asentu kwa wo do ba ko na de ni ko say ni miss a wo be ko ko na bibi e be wo dwane do ban so se dwane enti na yanko
asemo
Ebushia nurse ni awowo boko na wone Kwame Sefa kan etwetwe enkomo ewo Peace FM ja credit ni nkoma Peace FM mo madaroma ene yenso yetumi enya video ya yede esomo enti wo hwe sede na menua ba nurse ni wo kasa chese eho asetena de bushia nya asam ketewa o enti sisi ana jesa nurse fo nyina no wo bia hyede mi sesebi kwabrane wo hwo aho na himfa pa na ade befa anase wo ba enya malaria anase yade ebi chichire wo ba ehimfa pa na wo de ne befa eya na ha adwen eya na ha adwen asemi so kan wanka ne ya na kwabrane aba abachi no esibirimu but eto de bi nso amoma yenka no kure no nti de bia ne ya kam akwa hyedem ne ya ebu ho no ma ye from 2 o'clock mutumi ko hyedem from 2 ko si the following day be 7 and I say 8 o'clock nti eno na ya na ye mfa na yenuanu ma mo woboko yesre mo wate muma sumdwe mbende yentu yeni enhwe kura hodo achesento kwane ade ekoso wo no wo hwe sede amafo hwere wo mo nkwa wo hwe sede chese wo mo economy ne kura no very poor na Ghana nkasa ye economy ne kura busua ye hu ne left hu ne right o Ghana economy ye hu ne left hu ne right na mo nso mo de montokwe mo nso mo de frufru mo de rewre mu ni ade chese asojafo achese busua wo ma hwere wo mo nkwa wo boko no se meka ade bechi. How much more timemufu a wo msote wono? How much more timemufu a wo mote wono? Na me wan senti ahifufu mienu nso misire bisa nti mu mienu no muntumi ntena se na jese Bawku nje mu na jese mu nka na asumdwe ntumi mma. Ana se ne de bia na mo manfo no wo mu tututuo na wo mu ku wo mo ho na eya na ye mo fa na ahifufu ye mo fe. Kuzaze ne mambruzi hene me pa cho misire bisa wo ya na ye mo fa na. Oh, mama nyasa o. Na Ghana ne no anie. Ye ni Ghana wo bebia biom. Na mini nso na to bia na eme ya because I say this Bawku ntokwa na say ya soso wo mo so ama se bi perifo fancha me manu ntumi nda. Ase jimie na ya adoso wo ho. Ya soso wo mo so a ni ye krokro wo mo na ye ka wo mo kogudem. Eye wo mo de. Sometimes I feel say go be ambaki of yenja wo mo kunkum wo mo ho se ka nipa miensa ntena wo bi ewu akro no ye de beba bedu eburo wo mo kunkum wo mo ho nya de wo mo pe obi ahwere ne nkwa ye beba honom ne ye de honom aba be yefu because you people do not want to enjoy life say de wi ase e de pa no munim wo ho say de wi ase e de no munim na utumi hwe nua anim wo hwe wo nyonko anim chese entokwa ekoso nti no atametuo na wo de dibiri mu obi uku obi a wunsuro uku obi anya bia mu nsuro ana nti enkosi da ben na sa Bawku ntokwa nti ebeba na wieye yenko twetwedi apo nyankopon firi soro ahimem ni yemfa ni mesi boko honom anasa yenko pagyantoa emfa ni mesi boko honom ni yensira mo se yepamotro mo masumdwe mra mo share different countries o mo fam ani en share different countries de ekoso wo honom mo fam ani share de ekoso wo honom politicians nso boko ntokwa mo nja se mo politicize na mo ahwo mo ka ho bi because bokufo na kire se mahame wo ka kire wo mo se the moment a wo beba no nim se wo hene ba akopɛ ena wo hono ti the moment a wo beba wo do nan besi fom na aye hu adwuma na kyesa asomdwe atumi aba wo ba ye na ate nkramantem we yi wo mo ba akodi ahye wo mo nsa wo ba ye wo te nkramantem na da bia ye de camera besi wani ni ye de microphone ba be kana wo ma speech na so na entokwa bɔhye na wo kɔhye wo mo no we gya sa bɔhye ne de ato hodom yes ye no ntino amde kokromoti eto obade ma kama bawumia nya hwehwehwe nti bawumia ne hwehwehwe no nya ye 000 do kona koye hu adwuma sanka politicians munnua bia na mabusuani bi eka ho bi de ye boni tueku na anka mo be put stop to it kamo de mo nan besi fom se de na MPP time na mo ma wo mo de wo mo nye no se de na nyansa no wo mutiri mo fo sa nyansa na enfe nkoboko hodom na mo nko stop ntokwa no na ya do osododo ebusu ya ma me fa mo nko e me de mo kwade a kwabene Japan na kasa na kwabene Japan ne kasa ye no de bia metena ha me kasa kwabene Japan in fact na ya se mi hu se wo no so be se wo be contest se flag bearer de ma MPP amanyoku no because me ameti he minim se emfa man kwabere Japan will not become the flag bearer of MPP 2040 something onya nti na me prese se de waye general secretary pay sa position esafata no nimdie no wo no ma ebetumi aboa but wo be rem se wo be so wo be flag bearer de a MPK na nene nsema wode atodwa no wo se MPP amanyoko ni hia nsesan MPP amanyoko ni hia change ankasa ena sa change no enye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sanse ye de Bawumia ba 16 solid years Bawumia ntumi anye bibia amfa mmoa party no enti ne sesaye ne de wo no kwabene Japan no ene sefata se wo msanso ede ne bayenkwe na yenkotie kwabene Japan a wode ensem atodwa se MPP amanyoko no wo mu hia a new leader yentie emrasisia
Ufa Kwabena, what are your chances?
My chances are very strong. And right now we need a leader who can restore the confidence of the party, the grassroots. So we need a set of clean hands. It's very important. That is why there is a need for a drastic departure from the status quo. Kwame, in my honest opinion, an extension of the status quo will not enhance our chances.
Can it be? Because now cannot purchase a Nisa to Abama Dr. Bawumia. That's what you mean.
The American say party he answers after 16 solid years of that leadership.
So Bawumia out.
A new freshness that can go and engage the Ghanaian people, and especially the party base.
Kwabena, say Bawumia out. According to Kwabena Agyapo, GD said party here freshness.
News.
What I'm saying is that we need a change in the status quo.
That's right.
We need fresh leadership after 16 years.
That is my view.
Kwabena, what does it mean? It simply means that the leadership of MPP is free ho. Na for froba. Na leadership say nipa ba akope ofri mu. A minima ujina. Dr. Bawumia. That's what you mean. So
I'm not denying what I'm saying. I'm just telling you as it is. If you want to capture it,
so let's move forward.
That's what I'm saying. I think it will enhance our chances of winning.
Kwabene Japan sema waka nyina bushia se de wo suro bi se asem ne de Kennedy se wo gina no so wo kasa wote wo se ye hia sesaye na we mo de na ba yare poto emwa ye ne ade na ade obegina ha na be kaka brofo akase e de be hwhwhwhwhw mu ni ade na awie ne ebisa se ntu pese wo kire se sesaye na mu hia eno so wo de akwa wonwan ne ade ye nyina ye nim se bebi a MPP amanyoko na ba bedu sisi ano mu hia sesaye de mu hia na enye we yo die mu hia na nya bawumia na yesan de na be chichire Ghana for ko no obi a oye MPP ni mapa bia nim say NPP needs change even enne the current executives e wo honom ni ade nyina no they all must step down into asem ne de wo kan no waka no kre no e de ato honom say bawumia being a wo for 16 solid days, vice president for 8 years, running mate for 8 years no and mo papa bi enfem free ni mu ama nka obi a wo vice president 8 years, running mate 8 years so de anka wo be nka before nka yekoto aba 2024 anka wo sanka ne matumi kokosho wa no wo de wanya kura no wo de nka nya 46 mpere so ye hwe de wo de baye yensha figure wode baye nti kwabene Japan wo boss ne sisi Ghana no yehia obi owo akukuduro yehia obi a wo kasa be ma so enye de wode brofo be ba betututu fom de amai ba me sense so aka no kre menya ne tie se wo se nyame ya adom akina e na wo be ye press conference na wo ma Ghana fo nyina ehunu se ye bia tuma wo so be kwa akofa forms ni bi neja wo so ba be gina se flag bearer de ama MPP party ni ba me ka no kre na kire me ntwantro asem ne enu ntina mahwefo wo mo yada Mr. Obi ebiru kwabere Japan wunya no kra na makan wunya intene say wo be forget no akọ preposition fofura misrew forget na akọ preposition organizer kra national organizer wo ho wo dey national secretary na wo mpa national organizer wo ho no wo sa position ni so de ya de e be fata oye papa na ne kasa ye mu kro ya na ebusu kwabere Japan kro ya Kennedy ohene Japan e be kan nsem bi se from 1992 sacrifices ne just mo a waboa eye MPP party no sika 3 million bi kura na wode support a party no koji loan ni ade ya fide ye da sore ya kwabile Japan na babonti be ye interview so Kennedy chantro na Kennedy asema oka no kura bia renim no sa time no wo honum bi ebusu ya MPP say mo bejo enya easy yenko na yenzanso ngotie kwabile Japan na emrasisi
why you say finally say ye leadership of 16 years now side there are fresh faces there Boache Jakon Adaini Mojo Gate Kennedy Japan why you anyway only Kennedy Japan answer
anyway I was just talking about he was saying certain things about the history of this party
yes so boy
and you know correct and name idea there I just said it sanity because I was there name wo time yes party me na me
$83 million not the brand 92 no
Kwame 1992 with him $3 million in 1992 Ghana na bank na stated capital crisis bank na working at the time bank is setting up in 1990 continental accept me see me now me a representative of Young Executive Forum national executive committee me na Alanchamati say enye possible say 92 be bread $3 million yanti I'm paying that yes I've spoken to him the biggest amount of money that came was £10,000 from the UK branch and $35,000 from USA so on them children and we should not distort history we hear and say nipa bebre aboa party no in diverse ways but idea wonye idea memfa wano enka
also why into ordinary aka
enye no correct
really
I'm disputing that I mean President Akufo-Addo say no a campaign manager
Ahmed Dubois
yes
yeah
right now onhuye Hackman also ajima no a treasurer of the NPP at the time nti enokre de Kwame mo enokre entra omayemo ni enokre
nti
kene metra ha emeka candidate be asem
yeah
you understand when I busa me asem
me na maybe because it's in the news it's all over the place
yeah when I busa me asem because me I just responded to it because as a former general secretary too I want to always guard the history of this party. Nothing like that happened. Enti make na Professor Dubois London for this Cabrera okaso mo fan koma Kwame Pieni who this guy kon hokra na prof teacher ni skasem nya de hia no I'm telling you Kwame who this guy come na okaso fa na papa bi wa film na say friend ya onyame jo onyame na one of ni pillars pa So, until me, I was quite close to the household or hane kohon near the. After so many years, no be bekasa asemna. Na se man sorry na man challenges asemno nya no kre. Some of the claims that were being made. Nya nonko about being a founding member in USA. I produced the list.
Into your founding member.
KWABENA Japan no was a Kennedy or Hine Japan. Papa Chantro, Papa Shantro and Cassa. Said a worker was supporting 3 million no the best supporting MPP 1992 no. KWABENA Japan Sinuojina would be one on one Kennedy man won't be Chantro no one funny wounding no on Kosaka. Now when him say Kennedy so dear for some time now me and I'm better than the man say born abaso say Kennedy aya dear papa say and some much as emprepi no be ban no be can de fan one idea nyina on reacted to it so sabe ya menemo ka say de Kennedy or Hine Japan babontia wa ba be yi ano na before ansa na ye bekwa akotie na no yi aba no hana ATP atena se wodi newspaper review no ba be som ya mehwe so be ka me ho no yakọ na eja ya ma na kwa abashonko ATP
na ya sewa
bia bokọ de
Yesu adom na nso
oba de na daro ma me nso me ho ye papa nsem newspaper na nsem na aba mu na eja pensem mu ma ye
okay na ya sewa me ma ye tiefo ni ahwefo nyina kwa aba enfamra Kumasi online TV, Tik TV, na so Friends of Ken TV. Mamemfa delegate infama ye TFU nyina kwaba efamna ne day showdown jumedie so. Na be PMO delegate da. Na se da LUMBA ni phone hase kama. Na na no memne da yanti asem de my Ghana mu ase ya. Nya ne tie se wada ne bonkum so. Ne delegate bo ho ama ne boss wonya 60 years na wode afiri mu yayayam. Tunya delegate da obetima kom na ja wakenkan bibi ebri na enso Eddie Amaye. Ewo delegate na mu na Speaker of Parliament Babin na eka se KGL for isi anom wa endorse wo mo akasa koso ne ma pa mo de ba na ese ma mpani JDM etimi esan wo mo papa koso ne ma mo ye no ese ebetima boa mo man Ghana etimi afane ntoma pa efra sa so na National Youth for so nyenche bia yakopon boy next month ye ba besim agesti ene so mo festival no ba be koso a ene delegate bo hwama ne bo enso ewase na ukopie mo bokwa antokwa ekoso honom nom abrante Bawku wonya 19 years a enam etotutu ekoso ho no de ahwere ne kwa kayaya no omodi ni mfoni ababa beto ase ya wonya delegate no akomusu kono akenkan ni nyina bi kama so ede amaye mame fa nkwa de Ghanaian publisher na be pie mo the Ghanaian publisher minority leader ya Afenoma Kings na ifoni hase kama na ekrata insema woka nyina ne se ne third deputy speaker ukopie mo ye kuwasa na no ada na nka di sama nuko person komo na se na nka ofiri honom no krata yi bo ama ne bo se hem woda so te wonom campaign na de wotu ne to ne wotu ne tutina etu ko krata fa tosom yensam we the Ghanaian publisher no akenkan ni big so kama so ede amaye na wo ba ase asenso na ese boko eye de ekoso e wo hono ne mampani JDM ede na no aba betumi so obesra de se schools e wo hono nyina no omon shut ne down na emne pemu no yakopon bo next week na next 2 weeks a eye SHS no e ba betro omo wase no obehu kwan obefa so a enkwa ne betimi atro omo wase no na omo so atimi apase a ene the Ghanaian publisher enso ebo ho ama ne bo enso e wo hase na wo ba ase ano dompre wa ye adwuma pan kasa ye mo na baso na ukopie mu ye nsawe ma wa mani pa mako 500 mo nsawe driving license wo show mo boso nyakopon bo na so sanso ba mu bie ma na so be ye ma MP wo hono ma obe make sure so be ma address for lances awadi ni boshe so a over the weekends here say wadi lances na kwakomo me so muso ani age papa ene the Ghanaian publisher so ebo ho amane bo enso ewa hase sanso ena wo be pie mu ase ye NLA boss enso so ne abo na boss say wo bo adwuma nkasa ebo my Ghana mu ase ne the Ghanaian publisher ebo ho amane ba wonya bia no akomusu ko no akenkan ni nyina bi kama so ede amaye medo kwa the Ghanaian Times na we pie mo the Ghanaian Times akrata fe toso miensa ye mampani JDM ni foni hase ya boko nsensema na sento kwa akoda ne kotwa bi ade bi ada no na emu ebri wo man Ghana mu ase no na ye mampani de na no ababa betum se obesra da sisi ano Omon shati bibia dan owo honom de ekoso wo honom ma mente me ho ase bebre na ekoso wo honom no so omutimi ehwe na bibia etumi etwa ene da Ghanaian Times so ebo ho amanebo enso ewo hase na wo ba ase enso so anese land minister ni foni eda hase no se galamse a ate se wo man Ghana mu ase ya ese yeji ye ho a enje wo man Ghana mu ase no na se excavators no yetima chimu ye 1200 se bebi omukwache no nese red zone papa na enu kwansan ke ko hokran so omatima bomodian sa akwakochi says excavator nyina ene the Ghanaian Times so ebo ho amanebo enso ewo hase na ye platform to so du enan so nese NLA boss say ani abo na boss so no krata the Ghanaian Times so ebo ho amanebo enso ewo hase ba me fan kwa the Chronicle na be piem the Chronicle so a nese minority leader ayafe normal kings ni foni eda hase kama ese etremu ese na secretary ibo ho amanebo se na amanfo susu na nko mususu nsen kaja anka yenyi ni mfire ye ECOWAS wonom no esi an entima anye ye esi wasan so akwakoji ni dibre back biema wo se dem penfo na sa amanfo bi pro no proti ye the fan ho ni nyina ayekwa ene the Chronicle ebo ho amanebo enso ewo hase na obakrata fe to sumienu miensan so a na se yehonu ni foni eda hase ye IGP and also the 132 days eba be crusade e wo my Ghana mu ase e fa ye nhye wo o my Ghana mu se de be ya ni pabonefo bi antimi ma e mebu nkanfa yeso a ene krata yi enso ebo ho amanebo enso hase na e wo krata na emu e na ebo ho amanebo nyankopon bo a September ena ye akotia eye abai election no eba be koso no mode eniema egu akwema eba beboa ama bibia enso so etimato din kama enso so edi ama ye ne the Chronicle ebo ho amanebo enso ewa hase mede ko diligence na be pie mo diligence enso so a na se emo amayi o manim se Yakopon boa 2026 eye 31 January no omo yi o manim so person mutu franka de ma eye MPP amanikuo no ye hu Dr. Bawumia wa Habranye Champon Kennedy wa hine Japan nyina enfoni ewa hasia klata yi ebo ho amanebo se Yakopon boy next month eno mo bie ediatum so bibia opese wotu franka de ma MPP amanikuo ne bre na dru obetimi no akwa kofa eye form so a ene diligence ebo ho amanebo enso ewa hase na oba asiase ne sema mpani JDM ni foni eda hase kama na ye boko nsensema ati se wo hon ma ati se eye kwotwa bi a ese yeje ye ho a enje ye hwe senkaja entokwa ekoso wo honum nyina tu obetwa no ye mpani JDM na no aba betuma ene diligence so ebo ho amanebo enso ewa hase sanso na ye asenso boache ye last week na ato forcing ede eye ensem na nasa ode budget no media budget no ebeto abonten no wode ensem ba ku mienu bi to se eye mampani dada na adanko akufuadro abra no mo wa ba mu no mo gi loan ede ye enu na no mo de ye ofanko nsawam road na afix so am interchange no se sika no o ma fa anya adwuma bi o mo di se sika no na ama eye asenso bo achen so aba abonten de ensem ba ku mienu abeto se ensem o mo kan nyina nukure bi honuma ewo men ne wunya krata ni bia no akomusuko no akenkan nyina so kama enso edi amaye na wo ba enchemu asenso so anese dadi lumba one na yire ni foni eda hasia ye mampani JDM ena afensi ye mampani a woko da na danko akufuado emo enso akomo ne anaso modom tribute enso ede akwa no Yakopon fa ne kranse ne emabuso ni nyina so ehede na tamakro nsusu ne foni eda hase so wade strong one day ankasa ede madankan Williams kase de bia da mafo bebre na kase yese ye mampani JDM wosanso ekotete fi se wo bon homodin papa ena wade strong one ne ankasa ede mane se emane nkasa ansem ne biem de birada ye mampani wo wie ni 4 years we wie enya de ebetima baso ne na baso tena enta sofofo bebre mo o man ga na mu ase ya ase de bia da mpese ye mampani JDM sanso bebiem no obonyina enshate down when the diligence ebo ho amanebo enso ewa hase mede wo call daily statesman na be pie mo daily statesman na krasafe toso eye miensa no na se eye minority leader eye afenoma kenifoni eda hase kama ni nyina ebo ho amane bo eye ECOWAS a won sensema last week na se wodi awusira nkasa wo PPS ni mu bebre ni kopie mo social media no wakasa MPP amanekuo no NDC amanekuo no aproti senka janka ECOWAS okran ke mani nkowura ho bibden so nyakopon a wo hwe won hwe kwatani no wa mani nyina aye kwai na krata ebo ho amane bo se nyaade yi na firi no da so to do bampia yes wo baba bebo adwuma nkasa wo ho men na onya daily statesman na wakenkan bi kaba so edi amaye na wo ba asia nsusu a na se boko ho sensem na NSL krata nsusu eguso ebo ho amane bo nsusu e wo ha se sanso na no dompre nsusu edi eye driving license se bo sha wo share wo me se wadi so a nipa 500 a watimi a hand over edi ama wo so monye isi an my driving license edi ama wo ma daily statesman so ebo ho amane bo wonya bia wakenkan bi kama so edi amaye Medu ko Daily Post na abepie mo Daily Post so a next nyakopon bo next month na National Youth Festival no ekoso no mo so mo ba beboa ama opese usua wonsan no adwuma watimi asua ba beboa ama ye youth no niam bebre na asesa e de free ye ho a ene krata Daily Post so ebo ho ama ne bo so wa hase sanso na ye NPA for so se enche bia omo ba belanche na ye 24-hour economy a ye man pani JD enche bia no enche bia wa lunch ye no se de be ya omo so ebetimi ayesa 24-hour economy netima boa ama omadwumedi omo di no man ga na mu asei no etimi akoso ene krata ebo ho amane bo enso e wa hase na obo krata fe toso watching so a na sa to force ni foni eda hase kama na ene se ma wo kanyina ne se ye man pani abedi echi dada Dr. Bawumia wono do ka kire se ye dollar no wache ena wato eye wache de ahyede mato eye safo na to ahwe no de mistakes bebrebe aye man pani dada abedi echi Dr. Bawumia ye no nya do be ye ne den no aye ne china na even kura no so oba no man ga na mu ase a niam bebre na wo ho no ma ye man pani abedi echi Dr. Bawumia ye senkende yetimi echi no a ene krata Daily Post so ebo ho amane bo enso wa ha onya bia no akenkan ni nyina enso edi amaye na wo be so wa senso so a na sisi a na ya so for ayese yeyi wo mo eso mo kwakwa pie mo bokwa ma bokum to kwa ekoso honum nyina no eto etranso so ne Daily Post ebo ho amane bo enso e wa hase mama for the new publisher and fansori jumedi nyina so na be pie mo the new publisher na se ECOWAS parliament hon sensema na amanfo na se ndisa amanukuo ne plot against ye ya no afenyo marking senkajan kenyi ni influo no ena esi hemu po mu mpo wo tena so ato 2028 ne klate ebo ho ne bo enso e wa hase sanso na IGP enso so tutu nemam nika be pie mo ya santimante mo hase ni nyina ye na anu adaye tu a etu tutu ekoso ewa santimante mo se ya asoma sabrante a esenkrofo bi ebedi new ewu a so mututu ebo ne mani free mu ya no ena ukopie mu asoma se ekoye airport na bauta ese a police fo ese aje ho no mafa no enye fedia grace an ya ban ne se ni kwan se ebo 7 okroga okada anase moto bia eye adwuma ewo kromu ase ne krata the new publisher so ebo ho amane bo enso ase na nkrofo miensa na student miensa so mawu ewo tutu ekoso oboko no so no ene krata ebo ho amane bo enso ase na ya sewa mame fan krata ne nyina nsia ne fa de aka nyina fa to so ma yetiefo ene ahwefo adane de nyina mojebre etikumas online TV Tech TV nothing Friends of Ken TV.
Okay, Hana ATP medawasi baba.
Okay.
Ebusia ye to aso na chese enche kwa me communicators ebe ba betina se before sa Hana ATP the newspaper review no ba na me share mo boss say Kennedy Ohene Japan no respond na wodema KWABENA AGYAPONG efa this 3 million na Kennedy na chire se na adanse for ewo ho no matches wode support MPP party no in 1992 nenso ne KWABENA AGYAPONG nso ni abede a wokeka ensem fofo no na Kennedy Ohene Japan na ka se KWABENA wo ye ungrateful papa even though ye woni mebi a won so wa ye ede aboa party no but san ye na wa ye aboa party me megina hanum se na me nkansem a ebegu wani ma ase ana se mi megina hanum se na me nkasa bi a wonye bibia emfa ma party nde bi why bibi dia ma party no na mmom no said we that time na wo press wo ba general secretary dia ma MPP party said ye make dey ohene Japan mebua wo ni ade nyina no said ye na wunya platform a wutumi ekotena so ekasa me support MPP na me fezike bia mbe support MPP ni ade nyina ukogina honom so a niama papa make dey ohene Japan ma ye dia aboa wo pen so no na waka ni nyina so e dia ma sima ka chem se Kennedy de sisi an courtesy for boys and girls na yade wa fa ne serious so ready mu ankasa we are very careful e won nsem bia wo ka wo se MPP party no politics na mo ye no nyina no munhwe ne ye papa isan say said ya wo keka won nsem ne ade obi hwanu atia wo nyonko na so na cha say yawde akwa akosho obi mu ebe kwa kwa wie chi na nkeja wu bedi nkunim a wo be expect so obi an beta we chi na nkeja onye campaign mfama na eho yawde ni ade no na nipa no atena bebi o sesa ne ma we nyina no eka ho bi enema MPP amanyoko no wo mu lose 2024 election yentie Kennedy ohine Japan emrasisia
take this opportunity to clear Asampa Kopa and then Manchester Babylon Japan enter. Babylon Japan said he wants to set the record straight, and I'm also going to set the record straight. First of all, saying I can money the one in one, and I will tell you, and the Almighty said the same 1992, and Mara, the ye and the one. Many of the partner, Mr. Bobby, a couple of business, SDM, and a car $3 million. Mr. Trevor Warrior, Honorary Vice President, the Chief of Staff is here. He can ask him if a drone media, the partner also upon you or a drone media in Misa. Well, a dear Naduan here and never bring upon any because now we support Dr. Safwell. Me, Dr. Prebu, Lawyer Mado up from Asia. We walk straight to a new one in the Belgium. He didn't support the man. So when we are speaking, now in some of the broker in break, may I will challenge him. He has come very well to the party and no doubt about it. But we are not going to one year, and so we are okay. But I'm not going to accident. May try to be a friend Buddha. Honorable as Lausu, and I get to clear up. Time out to wheelchair. Young year campaign, and now, getting by in them, we defy the authority. When that authority they say, Yantuma, say John. We defy it, you are now here, and we campaign for you. I know the old can say, when you are listening, now the way we say, at least give these 4 people credit. Give us credit. So I'm going to wheelchair, and now what you say, make as no 50 clear and a brutal. Therefore, all the buildings are actually region by region, and you call your campaign a man. The authorities. No one help, but we did it. And so, for Canada, 7 years, on to me, I'm on the credit. Some account and obey the general secretary. Such things are not good for the party. Are not good. They were witness here was in 1996. Why they told 15 people? The current national vice chairman were a witness. Onubran ye lose 96. Omo was according to a data sleeping from constituencies. Omui is there. Now the Japan Central Region, and here now year 96. What was your locus and our capacity? I would pass Central Region, or down to 7 between 15 decades. But when you are a move, between a say, Yankupon Ama adansefo ni nyinaa akyerɛ so enti obiara to yɛ yiyano this time every year we will interview I mean it's going wrong yes obeti and now I am my friend but one the drive attached to the say or the phone ma or no and now or baby how can you say the woman beg a book for a man ubia and a bobo I am afraid man meanwhile there's something coming in your way let me present me statute records new street na otias and in your apostle a word of advice I'm giving to all the candidates. So, who percent who will you who to me any obia then they should stop the dirty campaign. And yes, sir, that's all we need to send a deputy minister before council. And there's a board here, your board will get me out. And then you better be and now board will go. We are sure that there is a board that and bring one, a baby, or so, you be out here and you see, some things are not good. To a leader who prefers a Libano eventually at the home, I'm a soul. But for the sake of politics, who pass on winning, you know, who for saying now who we are, so we are 2020, it lose a lot of seats. I want to begging people to unite. Baby, the next one, I have a more problem.
Kennedy Ohini e Japan ene yakwa kotie nsem aba no wutie sede wo Kennedy a wose kwabene Japan niema washa se a wuye hwene ye papa nyesa e yade e betimi affect party no e 2028 ena asem no wono onye adoye na wo ma bonten embeka ebia na wuni ho a wuni ho ba memma na emfa unsan bebo wo bo namba ye sede Kennedy twantwa de na akotena honom so no ene ma papa wono Kennedy Ohini Japan e yede ma wa bu aye ma otumi be ye General Secretary ma MPP amanyoko no eno de wentumi anka na wentumi mpo anda na se appreciate ono anase oslo wushu na emmom no de wo pese wo yese o se adwembone na aba atirim se nya adwembone pa na aba atirim asane ma wenyina no enya de ubetimi aye de etiati listen to Kennedy Ohini Japan pa ebusia wo hwe ne kasa ye mo so ono kron kasa biom ne kasa ye na nse nyina no akwa ye peace esanse ohunu says wo nyina ko wo ho bom na wo mkokoden 2028 wo mo betumi asanso aba power na so nkrofo bi a wo mo de ade papa bafia wo mo mpɛ no wo nye ready say wo mbesa age atum say MPP amanyoko no ensa so emra power ya de amabedwafo wo menya atenase ande Saidu Hasanisa NPP communication team member saso and wo ye deputy head of security Edma Ayeduase South constituency saso and Kelvin Dogbe wono so ye NDC communication team member wo nyina no atenase amemo mo akwa bashonko de aba showdown jumedi so mpacho memo akwa aba Bibia boko de ye de trade ampo nyankopon as Saidu mama sha ase mfemfo eja how far eja opposition to saying
we are do position but emu na edin dey but I strongly believe say we are going to bounce back stronger than ever you know ebefa okay yako opposition because ye adwuma as I mean the biggest opposition party in Ghana. Tell see a Juma Sene, you be put to government on his toes. I'm an a Juma Sene, or so a young pepe. It's in opposition here, a more thing, but you be in there, you be fanasa.
But what she said ye, at the chain at this Biana party in Tokwan with Timino a coming up original chairman to a young piano idea. What should the equine idea in a idea to say, my focus 2028 Mobeba.
One thing is, you be simply for. A party painful.
Me ba chobra we nim na kasa go mic ni mo mame microphone ni mo mame.
You best say a party painful or MPP party painful or JFK and then him call for I mean General Secretary JFK and then him call for yes we all know say I mean the strength of a bloom depends on what its numbers yes near unity because they be we can we from Kennedy's camp from Bawumia's camp yes we know say and what's in this share no mundi so mu feel and they are feeling the good people of this country yes we be united and I mean taking on say baton on ya be adwuma then ye yesram for an infant way. And we come Kennedy communicators and Bawumia communicators, all the presidential aspirants, communicators, yes, strong. So, yeah, Campiama, I mean, member, and I say, aspirant, the obey and say, I will see a useful words, I mean, polite words. Send at the end, and we internal election. Why are you creating internal conflict within ourselves? Yes, Mommy and Shena, a young piano who no money to any money and go for the entities we enjoy.
So, when you say, Bugabugano Kosu, now most select to be Rian, Shebeka party in United. Now we are Shada, so near a patch on the idea and a Yakaya one boom 9 day Yakub, because I think that's 2020, the same thing now, and 2024, sorry, the same thing they see ya. Emma MPP Amanyoko Mori Nimguasi area and to say it's so heartbreaking to see say those mistakes are more repeated year 2024. No, you guys are repeating that same mistake.
One thing is, send all kind of paper. Your mistakes, it's like we are not ready to learn from our mistakes. I didn't know to be banasa, but I made the decades. Elections almost start if we top about down. Okay, it was any. They say constituency there 76 constituencies now Ghana have. Kennedy was aspirant to a member of parliament aspirant. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia also I didn't hear. Need to be banasa. Yes, enye boni say obia benyane die, but yes, e hu say internal election here. Because ye bepe obia obedi anim akwaji tumi amai. We all know say political party, our main motive and as our primary objective, and say you be capture political power. Yanti kuni say ye de be ye hu ya na say de be ho atem. Ye ti kuni say yes ye de be capture political power. Okay. Yes, painful. Yes, power.
Okay, say to our husband, Medawa say Kelvin Dugbe, also me more kwaba shonkoi.
Major so Medawa so say what me queen.
Okay.
So me nkasibi.
Okay, NDC party ni niame ko say.
Nyame adom bibia boko na ohwe se na yebu aman. Bibia ekoso kama economy ma ayede. Che say obia e kan fo mahama yidie. Che say bibia ekoso you can also be as witness say we are improving the country, the economic status of the country and all of that, you know. That is how things are going in the NDC.
Maba mobile power no na boko ho ensensemi mo share ye bosse boko ho ntokwa ne ade nyina no you people are going to work towards it. Na answer mobile ye boko ho ntokwa ikra de fiansa na jese page ni mo pound.
There's this issue which has been recurring. Bawku issue, you know, it's something that has been there from time immemorial. And if one government has promised, and I say one administration promised, say if we come, we are going to fight it. And clearly, Mahama Baye, you know, he has set up committees or more fights. Your friend is saying, "Utum for no mediation there." But we could all witness. It got to a point it was coming down. And so recently, in same SCC, what I do not like, and I say you be politicize issues of conflict, and I say this kind of stuff because it knows no political color. Exactly. Students here, you don't know whether they are NDC or MPP, so it's better for us not to politicize some of these things rather than we should fight them head on. And I believe Mahama is on the right track.
You see, sometimes I feel say it's this whole politicians more politicizing this whole entokwe because for man Penny and then when he was in opposition to stand on the grounds and tell Ghanaians say MPP wa be more and a Santo Kwano Ekoso na say NDC ba be mu dia Santo Kwano Ekoso na dia ba ko be san ye ne say obehwe say boko ohene ba ko pe na wo dum to oba make sure say sa wo hene ba ko wo ho no no nko na be take over na and from people over there omo say enu nti na ye de kokomoti no to obama NDC a MPP most of polling stations no wo munya 000 nti no maba say de mo be share ye bo no you people have to go by it rather than say ekeka de ekofa niema bebreba na 3 innocent students ashre wo mo kwa ya enche next month ya SHS final year students wo mo be share wasiase ukopie mo na Rigu senior high the school has been shut down Bawku senior high the school has been shut down So what is your take on that?
Neo kind of very true about the fact say Mahama promised Mahama promised quite a number of things, and I think say I still stand by the ground say even though he promised some of those things, he's still taking actions. These things are not something you can do overnight. You need mediation, proper mediation, to be able to take a conclusive decision. And about the students, I think plans are being made to evacuate some of these students and cater for them so that they can prepare adequately for their end of school examination. That is WASI examination. So the government is still taking decisive action.
We are just praying it's a positive outcome because and the pandemic share different countries the cost na man for sure it even affects the growth of the economy. It is a year my economy you left in right. Sempere for intimi afom na yensi fom na o man ye bibi pa think say enya dia ebetimi aboa. Alhassan mamisha asie emfemfi ho ebusia ye right topic for discussion more, and say you can't sit here and determine the price of gold. This is coming from Chairman Wuntumi to government over strict gold laws. Me pacho take on that.
Okay. By the way, me bese me jina konya we so chia, I mean me constituency paying for ye takwa Iswaim constituency MP, current MP. Honorable Salisu Isatila, it's like he went on a ticket of NDC, but the first way MP was Michian. Now Michia, parliamentary candidate, Honorable George Mekuduka. And I mean, the constituency paying for na Nchiebie Koma, me papa, Honorable Sedu Elephant. Thank you very much. It's like I do appreciate everything. And the next goes to my mother and mommy. And my take on this issue. Luckily for me, I am from. Luckily for me, I am from Galamsey constituency. I mean, what's the name of the constituency? Takwa Nswaim. It's a Galamsey constituency. See, a catcher normal Kosovo, Takwa Nswaim, and as a normal Kosovo. Because one thing is me mining, but I do legal mining. I don't do. Galamsey and I say illegal mining in Kosovo. In mining, we have two types of mining. We have legal and what illegal, and we have large scale mining and small scale mining. Small scale mining, when you say President Akufo-Addo in the time, Obande, I mean, legal small scale mining for 6 months, and also extended another 6 months. We take on this and say, as time goes on, they be each and every blessed day. You're too normal mining a price. Last 4 months here, now the price of mercury made the cheap gold. Now 80 cities, and then I'm 170 cities. I did gold be a cost. Last 4 months now I mean mercury 80 cities now gold at that. It was the pound gold my blade is small one blade near ton of 1,400. Then a blade of gold was 1,400. Now pound because a gold pound your research will be gold pound near ton 14,000 13,000 to 14,000. And then a buyer honorable lawyers and medium fee at home, and it's like all determine the price of gold. Meanwhile, the price of things that Galamsey it costs each and every blessed day multi so but mutu na multi gold so and Galamsey now I say mining and you fit here na gold in the bebao obi be cut down which is obi raminem akofare na ba obi a odi akọ machine akọ smooth load no ye the machine e be fa machines me no answer aye powder ma wash e the mercury aye 100 and say 170 cities e the achi gold no we are to gold no and then see mama flow be bisa no blade of gold it turn blade and as I turn boxer you to gold you turn 2 ways box and a refinery bisa obi on him bia gold we turn boxer say 800 we turn refinery 830 I didn't hear what gold price was free 100 and 1,000.
13,000.
It was
during
pound.
NPP time 13,000
to 400.
Now
14,000.
It
was more than 13,000. It wasn't 13,000. More than 13,000.
Okay, this is from wound to me on one in 17.
Getting to 14,000. Maybe delaying good.
No problem.
And now to see I want to about 800. But price no me idea good. A year make in Honoma. Utuana Utuma. Some what Timon for and. According to Plato, the biggest and the greatest, reward a state can give to its citizens are what? Survivor. Please, yes, omumwa mining communities because brepa we soon musun de bia enye now NDC are buying the share mining communities. Yes,
Okay, Kelvin, Mamintia wants to take on that.
Okay, that's so. As a Madam for Wakasa can be brave. I want to still say I'm very glad say Chema went to me and say gaining a voice actually so to me me gaining a voice or to me kasabi. And I want to say price regulation in every economy that is in distress is very important. Internet say Obana say you realize the prices of certain commodities are over threshold. As a government who is responsible, who would want to make sure that our economy is back on its track, you'd have to do something called price regulation. Internet, if the government with the venerable Kiselato Forsen and Honorable Sami Jemfi lawyer almost say the best thing for us to do is to regulate the prices of good. There is no one who needs the country to run more than these people have mentioned, and so if they have in their own senses or in their own decision decided that let us regulate the prices of gold to this level so that we can make sure that we are making the most out of our gold reserves or our gold resources, that is very fine.
Okay.
And you can't underplay or underestimate the importance of regulation. You and I, we got to a point in 2023 we were crying that government should introduce something called price ceiling and price carpet so that certain commodities do not go above the roof. And so if this age, President Mahama, the nation builder, is doing all of these things, and one to me thinks he disagrees because he has other ways of dealing in gold, which you and I believe know that his ways of dealing in gold some way somehow are not good, and because of that he was even invited to Yoko to defend himself. And say President Mahama, I say you regulate the prices of gold. I see nothing wrong with it, and I would also want to put this across. He started by saying that he is from a Galamsey community. And his parliamentary aspirant, Mekuduka, was someone who was meddling in so much Galamsey. And he is someone who supported Galamsey openly because he thinks he needed votes in his community, in constituency. I want to put this thing across. Once again, Galamsey is a social menace. When I say a social menace, it means it knows no political color. So they can't sit in their communities and in their various homes and think they would contaminate water and infect all of us. Because when I go to drink water, the water doesn't know whether I'm NDC or I'm MPP. It affects me. The mercury they are using to mine in the water bodies are affecting all of us. Recently, sometimes the child didn't develop some limbs, and it was as a result of some of these water they consume. And I would want to condemn that, and I do not see anything wrong with price regulation of gold.
Okay, yeah, but I'm more share Munzu to me the major chair. Afa comment section na say Eddie Amayen Al Hassan Meba Hobium. Second topic for discussion: government last legal capacity. Okay, if you want to say something.
He said something. He says, Honorable Judge Mekuduka, you do involve in Galamsey.
Please voice out for me.
You do involve in Galamsey. It's a mischief. It's a lie. You could be any. I say. There were two types of Galamsey. There were large scale, there was small scale. Small scale, no. And that small scale, there were legal and there were illegal. And your mind in Biana, you're illegal. With the help of Honorable Judge Mekuduka, no, the FN committee mining scheme, a buy. Ubata Kwansa Yuma, your baby or a mining concession, you are and the NDC for take over. Mining concession you can research about the video, they will give you. Who they call YouTube? Now Boshim say NDC or more, I mean MP and the MC, they are involved in this kind of mining. And yet illegal. I'm not saying some more illegal mining.
But he didn't. Did you say illegal mining? He said he's involved in galamsey. He didn't specify whether
the word galamsey is illegal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The word galamsey is illegal.
So he should have said he's involved in legal mining.
No, small scale mining.
Okay. So that is what you wanted.
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah. Next topic for this discussion: government's last legal capacity to dissolve National Cathedral Board of Trustees. That is coming from lawyer Owusu Alhassan Mamintio.
I think you never had and see any who say NDC Aban, President Akufu, Mahama Aban, Qnet Aban, Omati Committee, Momashe, National Cathedral Monsemi, Omushimu at the end. And Guazi to go in opposition. There was no one single truth. Oh, no one can opposition. So my embezzle, or my nisika, or my misuse, or my nisika, it wasn't truth.
But what was wrong?
Nano crebi any. You know him say nano crebi any. Into no uko dissolve. I mean, omo board na. Edi event. Again, I would just so dissolve. I the opposite the other for phobia, or share board no more in favor, and I say, only in-depth knowledge about I don't know about Bayanana. Say, oh, you be or some who say, do they qualify? It's like, do they have their qualities and I mean the knowledge, the in-depth knowledge of Adina Babayan? If they do, you have to consider them. If they do not, you can, I mean, dissolve the decision. That one I'll be okay with it. But here lies the case. I won't fashion by say, Adia Obabe, and I said, National Cathedral, Adia Obabe. They do not have in-depth knowledge about Adina Obabe. Say, oh, person will dissolve where you have the power, you can do it. But you can't change your mukakra. You can't change your mukakra. Oh, I be Adia Mebabe. Uncle me dream say, Uncle for me here, me here professionals. I am doing my year, and I'm a more Martina board also. But on sorry keke self so dissolve you because I don't see the essence of doing that. Because what pamo me go for now go for maba. And in ebi anu akopeke some of the incompetent people or the abefra no my embezo or my nisika yesre no BBC no you have to give it a thought. Thank you very much. But
do you think the amount of money a National Cathedral will be a state at which a National Cathedral no it was an best me
as a political science student, one thing I mean President Akufo-Addo Amambu me na anya dream back a National Cathedral. Okay. Me na dream because that was your personal ambition. Who from saying myself person if you think you shouldn't use the state money, no. Because you no maybe on my room, your name baby schools be schools be it's like any alcohol. And was any partner. Now, just carrying the question National Cathedral. Maybe to me, National Cathedral issue. Man conduct even one research about because me adiba kwana me pessimistic National Cathedral. No.
You feel like say na enfam for will be enfam states na.
Oh, never been for so but that wasn't stating the demand some people. It was your personal ambition. What you wanted was like you promised God. Say nyame boa na obeye man penya. Say we na obeye hye nyame gen. One can change nyame say o di Ghana sika.
Ene besi.
Also the we na obeye hye nyame ere enimonyam. And if you think say who it's like you have the financial resources. Do it by yourself, but you shouldn't under any circumstance. No. To me, that's
okay. Kelvin, Mamintia was also submission on that.
Okay, I thank you so much. My opponent can be very intriguing. Say, President. Okay, so from your caption or from what you read, lawyer Owusu says President Mahama lacks the legal capacity to. In any case, in any case, say police ni a idea. That's some person conduct research. Will the police keep being a police officer or you interdict him?
You interdict him.
Good. So what is wrong if there's been some scandals that has been alleged against a certain group of people, and president says that you should step aside whilst investigations are being conducted? I want to go through some of the things that have been leveled against the said people. The cathedral has costed the Ghanaian taxpayer $97 million. That is 339 million Ghana cedis. And also they also appropriated some funds. They paid 15.7 million Ghana cedis to Mr. Ejai and associates before contract was even signed. You understand? So after all of these discrepancies, and look at the state of the National Cathedral, it is now called the National Swimming Pool. And
okay,
so
but from sources, I learned the reason why work wasn't going on is xenophobia, so edukojina court until they had to stop.
So if
work.
there's a case in court, where did the monies go to? Where did $97 million go to if the work has halted? Now say Obi say assassinate and then I must stop it Dina. Would my money still keep going?
Okay, end this case with Wyoming.
Meet here.
Okay, don't you think what went on between the NDC and Wyoming is the same thing that went on between Galamsey and National Cathedral?
If NPP were a serious government, 8 years in government, if they had anything against Wyoming and they did nothing against Wyoming, then they should bow down their heads in shame. Because if you sat in opposition, told us Wyoming has done this, Wyoming has done that, and you got the power for 8 good years, came and prosecuted no one, let me tell you, NDC would prosecute people on this National Cathedral issue, and people will be jailed, mark my words. If NPP couldn't jail Wyoming and still claim, so when was the last time I would say NPP Nibia can agbesi Wyoming, because they know they found nothing against him. So Mr. Owusu has nothing to say that Mahama lacks legal background to dissolve this one. If it was a private entity, that's one fine. But as it stands, they are being paid by the taxpayers' money, and so the government has every single right over their activities, and he decides as to when he wants to halt it or when to continue. And Mahama has made it clear, said that cathedral project will be changed into a national cultural center project. And so if he thinks these senior clergymen are not fit for purpose, they do not fit to serve the next purpose of the project, and he wants to change them, there's nothing wrong with it. He has the power to do that.
Mahama changing the name of the National Cathedral say what the year before for near the Nina, because the NDC are my moye na sika say na ye won yema bebre wo say ye disika ne ye na ye akwan ye na jesegana come the amount for near the na mo so mo ba mo so mo de be say the mo kan opposition ga mo so sanema na mo so mo kire se mo so mo basic kakakra na Ghana wo no mo so mo de ba be share this National Cathedral na mu wi am asesa din na eni nyina na nye state na mo my aboka.
Look, can I say something?
Look,
when he's done.
Look, we yes, like we are coming to change what the project was meant for. When you look at the resources or the monies the National Cathedral was going to generate for us, you ube free baby to say Israel, ube free Israel say but National Cathedral Ghana. Definitely not. He's coming to change it into something that is going to be more cultural based. And you know how these Western countries like to experience the Ghanaian
just like
culture.
tourist sites.
Tourists. So they would come in, and it is going to generate money for us.
Okay.
It is going to be a self-paying.
But the National Cathedral is also going to generate.
It is going to pay. It is going to be a self-paying project. Yes, it is going to be a self-paying project, rather than the National Cathedral, where we would have to do maintenance, pay the workers, and all of that. Even though it is going to generate some amount or level of foreign exchange, it is not going to be as much as what Mahama wants to do now.
Okay.
And so there's more sanity in that. And moreover, Mahama never promised God he's going to build a cultural center. So
okay. Now
he said something. National Cathedral
Pacho voice out
for National Cathedral. It is never true, because I think Mama a private auditor audit PPR and our day. I mean we have say Obia and Bezu Skebia. asam no court already no man it's like mom make payment bi dey man ko fu bi o so mo ye adwuma e wo friend say we ni mo ne dey asam no court asam so court ayi nyanim say ye adwuma wo it's not already mom make payment bi e dey man ko fu bi yo no ma bi no ma to afiri hu nti no say woni mo let's say the record streets ya ma private
entity Bena. Yes,
oh, I'll give you the name.
Give me the name. Deloitte. I have with me Deloitte reports. Deloitte reports. Say some discrepancies in payments, unauthorized additional works, questionable transactions, payments without contract. All of these things are findings from the Deloitte report. And so I don't know the independent entity you are saying has come out to see. Honestly, and I can get up.
This news is from
MPP outlet.
I don't.
MPP.
What's the name?
MPP can get up.
I don't think
and bring out
morning show.
Morning
show. I have the video here.
So you think that is where he got the name to, and yet?
Yeah, according to
no, but
okay, so
they can be misled.
According to almost say
mention the name of the particular independent entity you are talking about. I've mentioned Deloitte. Deloitte says there has been misappropriation of funds, and that is what the AG is going to work with. And so, if you have a counter response, all I know is people will be investigated and people will be persecuted. Whether they will be jailed, I don't know. But all I know is they'll be prosecuted.
Okay, because of the amount of money.
Yes. So they'll be called to answer questions.
$98 million. $97 million who were around it, they need to be questioned. Baby, oh my God!
And you are a young man, you should support the cause. It is our future, and so you should support the cause that they should be brought to book. They should answer questions where these monies have passed. After that, they will come and tell us that there's no money. You went to SHS during that period. See the state of food you enjoyed. Boarding staff. Look at how it was. Meanwhile, they had 97 million to spend on this. So you should support the call that all these people should be brought to book, questioned, and then they provide us where the money has been spent.
One thing is, say, Obia Mbezo Mainisika, you must take that person to a competent court of jurisdiction. You must take that person to a competent court of jurisdiction and prosecute that person if you think say
exactly what we are going to do.
So that is what he is saying.
That's what we are going to do.
They are going to
so
do.
don't say it is a lie.
I am not against it.
You said it is a lie.
Okay,
good.
Okay, right. Next topic for discussion. Kelvin measure see if you honor. Galamsey under NDC 6 months beat what happened under NPP for 8 years. This is coming from Justin. Could you say NDC are buying 6 months are mobile? Yeah, just a number of Galamsey said the musifa from Galano. And yes, I'm going to NPP 8 years ago. Woman from Galasa. Then I will carry found.
This is sorry. Very, very, very funny because the poster of Justin Kudia to see say the level of Galamsey under NPP in 8 years is lower as compared to what we've seen in 6 months or 8 months of NDC. It is very ridiculous. Because the kind of things even is a national organizer, women's organizer. I can't say Galamsey for party, chichep Galamsey proceeds for party Juma.
Why not cancer?
They are national women's organizer. She said that in central sorry, is it Akrade or cancer? I'll show you. Or cancer said she was questioned where the monies they got from the excavators where they've passed. And she said they've shared the money to the people, and she even received some amount of money for her own personal use. And so this is a party that has shown that they are not committed to the fight of Galamsey. Yes, no commitment at all. And you can't compare yourself to a government. You introduced LI 642 that you are going to mine in our forest reserves, and then another government comes and says I'm going to repeal it, and you say you've done better than the government who is going to repeal it. You who authorized it says you've done better. That is ridiculous because omo commitment to the Galamsey fight, it is nothing to write home about, to be very honest. And I think Justin Kudia should slow down. He should go back and then go and heal properly from their 38.2 defeat.
Okay, you are accusing MPP women organizer. My research, but I didn't see it until maybe I would give that information. Now, yeah, share na BC Winsua in less than 6 months. Na BC is working for the excavators. Yakoba yo 33 ayira 7 peno beto ye. Ni nyina no money MPP mo nyepe.
We are never the same. And you know it, we are not the same. At least we are making efforts at getting these excavators. And so if
so far we haven't said anything. So
recently we seized 11 from Ebole Bamboy.
I'm talking about Hanabisiu's 33 excavators
and I'm saying
that are missing.
Yes, at least we are seizing. Okay. We don't seize and sell them back to people and say that we need money for party ejuma. You get it? So we are doing something to Ghanaians to show that we are making an effort.
Recently, we at the end of the day,
season, on the Galamsey, you know, it has been something that these major political stakeholders are behind most of the people that are doing it. And that is why Mahama, I can't say, he's going after the big people and not the people in the pits. You understand?
And it's all by what Blue Water Guard.
Blue Water Guard.
Say, Blue Water Guard, they
are working. No, the Blue Water Guard. The Blue Water Guard, unless you don't know their duties.
Okay, what
they are supposed to do is they are supposed to be the first point of contact. If you spot any galamsey anyway, it is the Blue Water Guard you call for them to call the national task force, that is the armed force, the Ghana armed forces, for them to come up. Their work is not to fight the people on site. Theirs is they are whistleblowers. Let me put it that way.
What is blow whistle?
Bole Bamboy.
Blue Water Guard.
Yes, President Nanado, in the hometown. Is it Achim? They also blew whistle there, and the Ghana armed forces moved in, apprehended a few people, and we'll take them on, including some Canadian nationals who we are going to prosecute.
Should back with evidence.
Maybe also will take on that.
I strongly believe the issue of galamsey and illegal mining, we shouldn't politicize it, because Indians say a hard dream. But I think NDC4, they have the solution. And as more whatever it takes to fight the illegal mining, because almost of winning in our opposition as an omoba, it's no. And guys are more better now, Ben, no better tracy. Make can only in this opposition, because omoba, ama, can say jai, illegal mining a jai. One omoka said Nanado, a president, a former president, a kufuado, and then paying for another a mine for a galamsey. And I say illegal mining. So say President Akufo-Addo is no more. Only president. He's a former president. Been paying for Obi any minister. Obi any cabinet minister. I don't know galamsey injai. I don't know illegal mining injai. 2. Omo catch there say so mobile officer President Mahama Nankasa. I catch audio pass a chubenya video. Say on oba the easy way obi to stop illegal mining. Say on chi galamsey for no more pity no. Okwa check the galamsey campaigns. What's what chicken pin back? They are not ready to fight galamsey. They are not. And to be no much say 2 years, Tirimona would feel position by. It's like okay, why one video now circulating about Erastus Diane. Erastus Donko. Erastus Donko say President, what's the name of the place? Let me give you the place.
Bole Bamboy.
No, please. I'm coming.
Ode atwaso uhu ana waka.
Also Uko Asenayo Forest Reserve. Eno Atuma Mponua constituency a district. Hona galamsey NDC campaigns nankasa hono mo yomo galamsey hono mo yomo illegal mining. Now I'm go to the American Wasam. Osaka say the easiest way to fight illegal mining and galamsey. Say declare a state of emergency. A state of emergency. The easiest way, or by 6 months getting to 7 months once we declare a state of emergency. They are not ready to fight galamsey. Omobe sabotage galawe we ni keke ni na no mo ye fase ukwa takwanso ayima wo de search The video is out. Or a NDC guy. All the way or a mining concessions or in NDC for Argentina. Takwanswa him. And you are here telling them they are not here to maybe akaba Bawku almost say omoba bemwa. In just 1 week, almost stop Galamsey. You have been in government for more than 6 months. You are here claiming some stop Galamsey. We all know say the issue of Galamsey is a social canker. We shouldn't politicize it. Also, you know, coming together and here fighting. But I'm not in opposition. No matter to a park and so. It's mobile jams and once a multiminku. Galamsey, no, we shouldn't politicize it. A idea be a hard dream.
Okay.
A dim go for we say yes, uko, if any say. Mifi semi-comic mifa, I mean, if any say. Dunkwa. Udu Dunkwa. Eye Dunkwa offing. Udu no de omoye nsu na rebel. Brew water garden omoye de. Eye we keke na establish na ye de omoye ni siketu omoka. Keke. Omonye hwe. Udu mamema 2 places. Wasa Kropon side. Wasa Japa. Ukruba ko mo say asase. Sa krum. Wasa Abrisia. Ni na wasa Kropon. Udu a rebel.
I think some Mahama quite the law be able say,
meka law no wasem. Meka law no wasem. And this for mama so mo be law be. Yeba. Meka law no wasem. And this for mama so mo be boa. Omo ba say omo ba be yebi. O mate no position a check come dey o mache. Nti omo ba be to be. And say wo say nanado anya na adwin so be fight Galamsey. This is a precedent. Otimi implementing policies or be fight Galamsey. Mam chop we mema 3 policies and Nanado by or implemented or they stop Galamsey. I will just give you 2. Nanado establish a Operation Vanguard. Me na me water quantity mini.
Who are the constituents of Operation Vanguard?
Operation Vanguard Nanado 2017. First 6 months Nanado banned legal mining, not small scale mining. Nanado banned small scale mining Gan hanyina. Say who be anya djuma. Obi oye mining bia it's like ubemi witness. Say Nanado stop mining small scale mining bia except the last scale no mutimi o madwuma. Or you stop 6 months no e query you know say the additional 6 months can you are here telling me say Nanado and take steps bia so they fight Galamsey. The second thing is say him say na or the soldier for edugu na soldier for ko she excavators you people condemn it say omoje excavators no machine no ma ec Nanado achieve over 1000 Galamseyers a prosecution President Mahama then in opposition okay say oba sanko foni nyina obeja o
nti we jaw
me kasa oso sanko foni nyina obeja o e dey na ekoso oba we jaba akokura wasaka je say oba obe chicken pins no wache ba akokura. You are not willing to fight Galamsey. The second thing Nanado here, Nanado, the second thing is I mean, or declare a nationwide ban on illegal mining, on small scale mining. Into president, what may take this effort. Also, one ambassador of the fight Galamsey, but while buying or buy na on take I mean, one effort. So, President Mahama by policies were put in place to fight Galamsey. One I said government lead a legislation instruments L1 where we 2462 so you know or implementing so I said then or the Bema president authority or one say or it's like obechesa hamutimi edma obeyini na afri President Mahama by or the sano money na ade bayo but the ba ma menchiro ni nkofo mo ye Galamsey yinya wa hana amaro sako or the video by I circulate say NDC or one of the regional constituency chairman Kutu or ye Galamsey President Mahama timi kapipi no so madam claiming agent they said omu claim say na nado we no e bia no mo ye NDC. Okay, so
to you need the NDC has failed with this 6 months
fight
when it comes to fighting
Galamsey. I want to chip in a few stuff about what he just mentioned. or say Mahama Enyeshi to fight your friend is in Galamsey Menace. But I want to point out to him, say he himself even mentioned the LI 2462, which is clear about what Mahama wants to do in the fight against Galamsey.
Okay.
Sir, President Yemi King, he's someone under your tenure, you introduced an LI which allowed people to be able to mine in our forest reserves. You understand? And say President Fufraba with his MPs now say we are going to repeal that law or amend that law, and you think that you have done better. Recently, your national vice chairman Abanga Yakubu was invited over this Galamsey issue when his name was mentioned. Abanga Yakubu,
yes,
by Yoku. Your national organizer, Dr. Yusuf Yamin, was invited. So this is a government you call is not serious to fight Galamsey. And your government
if they are found guilty, would your government be able to prosecute them?
We will.
That's the question.
President Mahama is someone who has shown the track record. Someone was obitina ne kemu, or the driver aiding Komono catching the driver and said, "Oh no, so $1 million on your politics bill." Mahama heard the video and sacked her straight away. And you know about it. It is corruption.
No,
so Mahama has shown the
the
track record that once you are found culpable, you are not bigger than the laws of Ghana. You are going back to where you are from. And so if these people have been invited and they will be investigated, they've been investigated. I think that they visited the Yoko office for the first time, and I think they will visit subsequently to face questioning. And so you can't say Mahama has not done anything. And I just opened a site, Graphic Online, where 99 excavators have been seized so far. As at May 14th, 2025, 99 excavators seized so far with 200. I have not diversified it, broken it down, but in total, with 208 people arrested. And so you can't say this is a government or about.
Do you know where this whole issue is coming from?
Or the Galamsey?
Oh, sir. This whole issue, no baby, a free eba and say, oh, say, a brand number opposition, no, na mo kasa edefa Galamsey no Mokasa mani ne to Ghana for asum say ene ye chese ne ye nya to obama ye na ye di nkunim na achekra 1 month chese Galamsey ni won sensem ne ade nyina beba na wie ye ati say inti se mo ba ye na niema edile ye hu se niema enkose de mo kan no eno na mimi hu ni se akwa chese yakwa akofofa sa niema we nyina no e de abantini se wo se mo aban egusu chese mo kokoden se de be ya nsuo ne just say idea nyina mo be put a stop to it no I think ye be ma benefit of the doubt ye mama up to ending of this year but ye run next year mo na said ye mo ye gaga party me foto aba ma mo say Galamsey ni ye hu hwe pa de media ne so ye nka ya no ntuma efemfa ho because one na o kan ye wo se ko no me insure ni nim se wo ye MPP ni nim se wo ye ndis wo nim se wo ye Ghana ni na wo no mo no. Inti at the end of the day, no be yare na akoda kolebua, and now akoda 37 a yem bisa o say we MPP ni anasa we NDC ni why ya de e na wo ba and na ye sheki ni failures ni ade acha say e koso ni nyina no e illegal mining ya e koso nti say wa ban so wo mu be put stop to it there that you people are really failing Ghanaians into this time ni there mo nhya mo sapo mo nhwe na mo mia wani
Mamenfa asemba kon by December 2024, a friend is saying Ghana Water Company, the Omo research be by out say if care is not taken, a bedu time beer would start importing water, and that was because treatment of water has become expensive. Okay, as at that time, the turbidity levels of your water was 14,000 NTU, and so if he sits here to tell me, say, we are not doing anything about the fight against Galamsey, how come this 14,000 NTU has now reduced to about 8,000 NTU? Is it by magic?
Come again.
14,000 NTU. That is a clarity.
No, the expectations, no, it is not.
No. You have no.
Promising Ghana for.
The activities of Galamsey.
I think my time is almost up into.
We didn't give a timeline. That we are going to give 1 month.
Don't you have the video?
Who gave the timeline?
Even your man penny kura kasai Sam George Sami Jemfi. Wa kasai kwa ye press conference.
But they didn't give a timeline. Don't confuse yourself.
The thing is, said they now womo kana sanka. I remember some can say they would declare state of emergency.
Good.
And think 1 week crowd but they are stopping galamsey ni ade nti kasa na airport na no na ma for so ejina so kasa said ya mo kasa ye de mabade a monya ne sa pepepe emfama ye aka just 7 minutes yen right 4th and 5th topic ne meka ni nyina no abom mesha ase de free Kelvin wo honom nyawo temaklo founding member de ma NPP amanyokuo no o say a third term for President Mahama must not and will not happen. John Dramani Mahama, you should see the ones and Semia. Are you people pushing for a third term for him?
That has never been the discussion. Mahama doesn't have plans. We need plans. Be also contesting the third term, and I say whatsoever. I think Mr. Dr. Nyao Tamaklu's comments was as a result of some religious leaders are almost say everyone is saying Mahama almost say Mahama will become a president again and 2028 exactly, and all these things are born out of the fact that Mahama is doing well for the country. It's almost the way Mahama airborne home modern, they feel say that is the safest pair of hand that we will have. We can't just go and do try Makwe again. It means or mining koshu be a onim amembu asembio. And you know, the people available, Kennedy, Japan, Venice, Bawumia, Wine, all of these people, Mahama, that is the safest pair of hands. So if these people are calling for Mahama's third term, even though it is in the right call, I don't think say Mahama has the right or the plan to even think of that. He is someone who respects democracy and he wants democracy to work. And so after his second term, I think Mahama will bow out and hand over to a competent NDC flag bearer.
And this why competent? Why am I
competent in the end? We are not bereft of ideas to say no. We have so many people. From Julius Debra to your friend is saying Haruna Idrisu. Transformations are all
Tell you about Julius Debra didn't first see the nice.
Julius Debra, Haruna Idrisu, if I almost saying
Sam George, Sam George, Okuja Tabla kwa.
Yen nature, Umreswana Yedwaba, and to say we more. There's so 50 per copy a choose here. Mujaba. We don't rush. We give you the time to grow, and then at the right time we push you for the national agenda.
Into why am I the neighbor?
For now, let's not talk about that. Let us focus on ruling Ghana, resetting Ghana, and making Ghana great again.
Okay, as Maminti wants to take on that.
Okay, he said something. He says, MPP, we are what?
Bereft of ideas.
Yes.
Can
you mention 3 major programs? It's like a developer of mind, I free NDC.
3 programs.
A developer of mind.
I should mention 3 programs.
National health insurance. It is from MPP.
You are not ready for that conversation.
Okay, ma'am. What can I say? It's like I need to set this record straight.
Set the record.
It is from MPP. Free SHS, which you are a product of, and a proud product. It is from MPP.
I am not a product of free SHS.
What mean more 3 way any MPP? You are here telling me, say, yeah, MPP. This party is rich of ideas. If it gets to, it comes to the, ideas there, we are very rich in ideas. And with regards to President Mahama Tetem, we check Article 51, Article 58 rather, Clause 1, the executive power is being vested in what? In the president. And no answer to say Article 125, Clause 3. The power is being vested in the judiciary. 93 going the power of the legislature is being vested in what? The parliament. Here lies the case of presidents. You have the executive power. You have more than 2 thirds. You have even 2 thirds of the I will say judiciary in a year independent because of what? Because you want to go for a term. No. Idea the opposite and President Mahama is like so big area. It shouldn't come from President Mahama.
So you see, he said he wants to come 13.
And one, the plans are no. I need to episode in the second. But one thing I always say, university lectures. You talk as a mumu. Oma yedin. Abula monim say. So you are in the judiciary now. They are going to be what? Abuse of power. These people are going to abuse their power. Because one characteristic of the competitive multi-party system is that there must be a checks and balances, stronger checks and balances. But Mujama or the Nseko judiciary. Or the Nseko because of so better term. That's the idea when it's 3 months.
But so when it's to me,
again, Chief Justice. Chief Justice, you know, hey, omuni tangible reason be Chief Justice. But because of person quarter term, you know, I didn't tell because they wanted to test. President Mama betima quarter term. That's not going to happen in this country because President Mama in Ghana, you need experienced politician, be experienced than you. You have been assemblyman. It's like MP. What the president, what the MP, what the president, what the vice president, the president, Mama Beso is like, or what term no query into Beso Chem say, or yes, I mean, went me and yashi, or yeah, MP went me and yashi, or yeah, vice president went me and yashi, or yeah, president went me and yashi, Wakaba Bima as a president, not Miss Anyashi, I just tell no better than Bibiana.
He hasn't said he's going to come.
But that's the plan, the motive behind what he's doing.
Okay. Meda munyina ase mama ma seconds.
Me wish it would be birthday. And me friend, my very good friend, Mr. Cromwell. Okay. I work here in US in a birthday. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Cromwell. Have a nice day and enjoy. But don't freeze.
Okay. Say was it? Okay, seconds. My time as one, sir.
Tescon University President elect Hamon. I wish you, congratulations.
Oh wow, congratulations to him.
I'm very happy for you. I'm very proud of you. And Simon, the vice president elect, what's the name? What's the name? Communication officer elect. All the executives, congratulations once again.
What can't test on them? I'm making 15 back confirm. 10 members. I would urge you all to next week Tuesday any KWABENA into KWABENA.
I even thought Semoto on a Saturday.
Next week Tuesday into KWABENA. General Secretary position. It is for happiness. Embrace staying with happiness. Dana opare. Abuaje, embrace staying with happiness. Ode onkwa ejuma pankwa ne yebe yama. Enti no mo KWABENA emamuwe.
Madam nyina asiye papa ebusi ha na be ma yakwan na jande showdown jumedi ni yede ni nyina be ba na wie Saidu Hassanisa NPP communication insia NPP communication team member also deputy head of security at my Yeduasa South constituency so na Kelvin Dogbe NDC communication team member omo enande me ne wo mo etwetwe enkomo e showdown jumedi so mo amodo madwenche ba ye no and the polls no Kennedy on Japan is leading with 75%. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 17%. Brian Champon 0%. Honorable Oseya Edichum and so Enya 8%. Now comment section I said the just no nice one sister Kennedy 2028. So what is this whole fight about? Naboko is everything okay? The Kennedy will win. NPP and NDC they are all the same people. NPP is coming back. Muhammad Majin Cheba ye better munyina asiye papa Maminda production team ni nyina say MCR any camera Benedict Hana ATP na the newspaper review no besom mo executive producer so Mr. Daniel yebo me so metine dwam eligimedi ye besom me di ene na ya so nyame adoma ekina exactly 2 pm ya de amesan so abetina video mu hanim say na de yekoso man Ghana no me de hu nsensem nyina no aba besom stay safe ye besan so edi share.